Hello, this is Marcy Delaney at Spa 131, another episode of Spa Talk. And my guest today is William Starrett, who is Artistic Director and Executive Director of the Columbia City Ballet.
That just means I have to worry about the money too.
Oh, there you go. I know. Running a business, it's not easy no matter what it is.
Right.
But I'm so glad to have you here on my couch today, William.
Well, this is fun. It's thrilling to be here.
I want to know a little bit of what's going on with the ballet right now. I know it's the season starting.
The season is starting. The dances come back October 1st, and we're opening with Dracula. And then we have, of course, Nutcracker, that we're touring extensively, and we're doing a world premiere of Alice in Wonderland, and we're ending with Giselle. So, and new this year is we're entering into the Charleston market. So a lot of people don't realize that we're not only the ballet company for Columbia, but we also serve Sumter, Manning, Savannah, and now Charleston.
Oh, that's exciting. I actually didn't know that. That's cool. Let me tell you something about me and ballet. It's the craziest thing, and you can maybe help me with this.
Okay.
Ballet makes me weep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's great.
Have you heard that before?
Yes, and a lot because it touches your emotions, and the story comes to life through your own personal experiences. So that's what's so wonderful.
Look at me. I'm getting tears in my eyes even thinking about
that's
the
what's
beautiful
so wonderful
ballet.
about the experience with dance. It's like it's different. Let's say you're seeing a play, and it's really the words of the screenwriter or the author of the story. But even with Romeo and Juliet, it's implied, and you know basically the story of Romeo and Juliet. The Shakespearean masterwork is very, most people know the story, but you can enjoy it or see the experience through your own personal experience, and everyone's going to relate to it and see it in their own personal level. Some men in the audience might really embrace the physicality, but everyone's had different love experiences or relationship experiences, and then you relate to that on your own experience with where you are in your life and the meaning that you can capture through your own personal experience. That's why viewing a ballet is just so personal, and some people are just really embracing and enjoying the music of it, and seeing the music come to life, and music that you love or might have meaning to your own personal life, or remind you of a certain setting or situation. So that it brings emotion to you. So
I have no idea what it's touching in me, but it does every single time.
Yeah, I get like that just on Broadway, or anytime I see someone achieve high success personally, no matter what it is. I think exceptional attainment of a human experience is moving to a person no matter what level. So it could be a race car driver.
It's just that we're such sensitive souls.
Well, we are. I am very sensitive, but I just get so when you see someone loving something they're doing and they're achieving it or excelling on a high level, it's just very emotional no matter what it is.
Did you watch Miss America?
I did not watch Miss America. Unfortunately, I don't know what the heck I was doing, probably teaching or something, but I saw the coverage later on.
Did you see the Swan Lake?
I did not.
Oh,
darn it.
Miss California, who was first runner-up. And I'm sitting there watching that on my little TV with tears just streaming down. It was
really
so
moving.
beautiful. It was so
Well, I'm going to have to YouTube it.
Oh, I wish you would.
And I'll see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate that I missed that.
I'm sorry, but yeah, go back and watch that. Well, let's come back to the spa.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting here in my robe.
Yes.
You're obviously here for something.
Yeah.
And you've got a tour of the spa.
It's gorgeous.
Were you surprised?
You've done an amazing job. First of all, I was surprised how big it is.
Yeah.
But then you really made such wonderful spaces for the massage, and then the facials and the pedicures, and I think it can be very private and very separate, and it can be a real personal, certainly relaxing experience. So you've just done an amazing job. You never know you were in the middle of downtown Columbia.
Well, we call it our in-town oasis.
Yeah, well, you've certainly achieved that.
Now tell me about your spa experience in the past.
Well, it's been a long time since I've had a facial, and a long time since I've had a massage, or unfortunately with my time schedule, I'm not good about taking care of myself as I should be.
Nobody is. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, and you've talked me into taking a moment for myself. I am sort of a big pedicure, manicure, facial type person, but I usually just tend to do it once or twice a year on a vacation type thing.
But Have you been to some wonderful spas?
When I was in Fort Lauderdale, I did, and it was a private spa type thing. And then usually when I'm in LA at the Four Seasons, and in New York I've gone to the what's the one? The big one with the red door?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth Arden.
Elizabeth Arden.
Yeah.
So I used to go there on a
Yeah.
regular basis.
God bless you. I'm sorry you've lived such a sad life that you don't get to get out and see these wonderful things. I am such a spa person. I am envious of that. But I hope that in our little place we can recreate some of the wonderful things that you've had before.
Well, Columbia has a lot of hidden treasures, and I'm sure
They really
this is
do.
one of them.
They really do. Well, do you like our spa music?
Yeah, it's real tranquil, and I love when I was changing the water sound, and that was great.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What are you listening to in your car?
Usually I'm listening to the ballet that I'm working on. So right now it's a lot of Tchaikovsky, and he's a Russian composer. I'm really looking at what music I think I really need to listen to an English composer for Alice in Wonderland. Since it was, I'm creating the brand new ballet, and it's 150th anniversary since Lewis Carroll wrote Alice in Wonderland. And it's an English story, so I need an English composer. But what's interesting is when in England they created Alice in Wonderland, they used a Russian composer. So I'm just really toying with that. So I'm listening to different versions of music I might use for Alice in Wonderland.
I have to tell you, as I'm sitting here, William, and I'm watching your face, it just gets full of life when you're talking about this, and that just makes my heart so happy. It just makes me happy.
Well, you've got to, be passionate about what you're doing.
I do understand that, and I feel that way.
Well, I feel the same way about
Oh.
when I'm listening to you. You're passionate about this. Is a great experience you've created for Columbia. We're very lucky.
Well, we're going to do a little word association.
Okay.
So just first word that comes to your mind when I say spa.
Tranquil.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that. Massage.
Deep.
Okay, and that's true. We like deep tissue massage. Facials.
Taking care of yourself.
Speaking
I'm supposed to only
of
say
that-
one word though.
No, that was good though. Speaking
okay.
of that, because that's a question I want to ask you.
Okay.
You're in a very physical business.
Yeah.
What do you do to take care of yourself? Do you have some exercise or nutrition tips, or what does William do to stay at his
Well,
peak?
I have a lot of things. I try to get to the gym. I do a running regimen in the morning. I try to, my body wants to move. I'm religious about washing my face in the morning and at night before I go to bed, and flossing and that kind of thing. I'm religious about it. I never not do it, ever. So someone could break their leg, I'm still doing it.
Well, there you go. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And I try to teach that.
Yeah. And I'm really good about if I feel that something's wrong, like I need to go to the chiropractor or I have a headache or something, I take care of it. I don't procrastinate, and a lot of people just complain and they don't do anything about it. But I get a flu shot, or I go to the pharmacist, or I call the doctor, or I go to the chiropractor, or I get a goodie powder, so I really work at keeping myself up to a level because my days are so full.
Have you had your flu shot yet?
I'm not this year, and I talked to my doctor. You just have to be careful. It's about time. It's
Yeah.
real close,
Mhm.
but because I'm working with so many children all the time as well, so I have to be careful with the timing of it. Where I understand, because I don't want it to not still be working around the holidays.
Right.
But it's coming close.
Yeah, my husband and I were just having a conversation, and I'm about convinced him to get a flu shot this year.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to do it. And I have asthma, and I have to make
So you
sure
have
that
to
I can
keep
get
up on it.
that.
Yeah.
And
I took my flu shot last year, and I did not get sick.
no, I had.
And I'm really good about, I can tell when I'm going to get sick, and I gargle a lot, and I can, through getting sleep and gargling and just having the right attitude and
Washing your hands.
religious about it.
Yes.
I do it
Yes.
all the time.
And we have so many people in and out of here, and we're over people,
Yeah.
so they're breathing on us,
That's
and
right.
I'm breathing on
And
them.
when I'm
and
teaching children,
Oh,
I teach
yeah.
hundreds of children, and
We've
then
got-
company members and
We've got to be so careful
board
about
members, and I'm shaking hands with everybody.
that. Absolutely, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Well, one last question. In your life, and you are busy, you've told us just a little bit of how busy your days are.
Mhm.
What does William do to relax? What's your chill time?
Well, William doesn't really get time off, and especially during the season, he doesn't even get a day off. So I have a thing like I get breakfast off, or I get a lunch hour off, where I don't have to have a lunch, it's a meeting. And I try to, like when I'm driving in the car and I'm not on the phone, that's relaxing. I try to, acknowledge that that's happening.
Okay.
To be able to actually drive and not talk on the phone is like a luxury. So the question was, what do I do to relax? Well, probably around 9:30, I turn my phone off and I say the office is closed. And I love watching mindless TV. So like the E Network. And,
There's plenty of that on.
yeah, I love watching like the E News and Chelsea Lately and just mindless, ridiculous, crazy stuff that I get to get my brain around something else and not think about worrying or ballet for a minute.
Well, that's a wonderful thing. And now that you've discovered us and where we are, and we're so close,
Yes,
we've got a new way to relax, right?
that's right. And I've got to take advantage of so many of your services.
Well, we're here to do it. You ready to go have something done?
Yes, okay. I think I am.
Well, we're going to step back in the treatment room, and I am just thrilled you're here, and we're just going to say bye and go get started.
Okay.
All right, come on then. Ciao.
Oh, it was incredible. I think what was so great about the experience was that it was real personal. I think sometimes when you go to the Four Seasons and things like that, it's kind of cookie cutter in and out. It's not the personal sort of really involvement. And I think it's because it's here in Columbia and that it really is a mini vacation.